This is your songwriting ability. I would get that fixed if I were you. The first thing I wish I knew when I started writing music: don't define the genre. You sit down and you go, hey, I'm gonna write a song. You know what I'm gonna write? I'm gonna write a deathcore song. I'm gonna write a pop punk song. I'm gonna write a country song, maybe. Stop doing that. Let me tell you why. When you and your boys sit down to start a deathcore project, what are you about to create? You're about to create deathcore. How many other fucking bands have made deathcore? So what's the best way to get around this? You don't define the genre. You and the guys need to sit down and just think, oh, we're just gonna make sound. We're just gonna make some fucking sound and see what happens. Throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. Oh, look at that. You just created something that I've never heard before. You hit the fucking jackpot. I wanna listen to you now for the fact that this is an original sound that I can't get anywhere else. And that brings us over into our next rule. Originality is your most important tool. If you sound exactly like Megadeth, why am I not gonna go listen to Megadeth? If you sound exactly like Brad Paisley, why am I not gonna go listen to Brad Paisley? Brad Paisley is an established artist who actually knows what he's doing. You're shit. You are dog shit at writing songs right now. So why am I gonna go listen to you? You're just a shitty Walmart Brad Paisley. Let's talk about Sleep Token. Why did Sleep Token take off so fast? Sleep Token created a very original sound that you can't replicate. Like, there's no other band that sounds like Sleep Token. Sleep Token is the only place that I can get that sound if I want it. I know a lot of you guys fucking hate Sleep Token, but you can't even get tickets to their shows. Can you get tickets to your shows? I'm pretty sure you fucking can, you loser. Oh, all this hate on Sleep Token really got me thinking about my next point. You must learn to respect all genres. Yes, this means Taylor Swift. Here's the deal. I've gotten inspiration for metal songs from Taylor Swift songs. Just like structures and stuff. Certain things a producer might have done or something. I was like, huh. That would work in my metal song. I'm gonna steal that. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to listen to all the music you fucking can, right? You gotta dissect it. What do people really like? Why do people like Taylor Swift? Let's dissect a Taylor Swift song. Think, why do people like this shit? I still haven't found a single fucking thing. But I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna make this something that I can do, but it's his idea. I'm gonna make it fit the song, my song better, but it's a Brad Paisley thing that I'm putting in a hip-hop song. That's crazy. This is a terrible fucking video. This is awful. Which actually brings up our next point. Don't have a process. Don't have a writing process. Like this whole idea of what's your writing process? What do you do? What's your rituals, bro? What the fuck do you do before you go and write that song? Nothing. What is this, fucking physics? Some fucking math equation? No, it's art. There is no process. Anyone who tells you, oh, you know, I gotta wait until it's late at night, I gotta wait until like 10 o'clock, and then I can actually sit down and write my songs, and I sit down and I make a drum beat, then I put in the bass, then I put in this. Those guys are fucking idiots. You fuck around and find out. That's the process. Meaning, just noodle. Just noodle with whatever you're doing. Fuck around with the piano, fuck around with your guitar. I've been in my car, and then I get a little drum beat in my head. Right? And then I record it into my phone. Later, I just make it a song. There's no process there. That's not how I write every fucking song. Every song is different. If every time you sit down to write a song, you have the exact same process, you probably smoke a shitload of weed for some reason, and then you make a drum beat, bass line, all this shit, you're just making the same processed garbage. That's how you get like really stock corporate music, because it's all the fucking same and there's no humanity or flair to it. There's a different process for every song. But when you do sit down to write that song, I need you to remember one thing. Real instruments always sound better. This MIDI shit, it's fun, okay? And it has its use. But if every instrument in your song is MIDI, it is dog shit. A live drum kit still sounds better than a MIDI drum kit. A live bass guitar sounds a million times better than a MIDI bass guitar. Why is this? Humanity. Soul. This is why. There is a weird thing in music where imperfection makes it perfect. That's the beauty of it. If a song is completely perfect, guess what? It sounds robotic. This is a good example. When you're auto-tuning vocals, if you have them perfectly pitched, like down to the microsynth, it's not going to sound as good as it would if you were just a little bit off. If you were just a little bit off and it wasn't perfect, it'll sound so much more soulful and human. lot of humanity, a lot of soul, right? You want this humanity and soul? Then come take a guitar lesson with me. I do private online guitar lessons, $30. Just shoot me an email, unclejudy.lessons@gmail.com. You just can say, hey, and I'll get you a lesson. That's all you have to do. Power through writer's block. That's your next rule. Momentum is extremely important. It's very hard to pick shit back up if you go on vacation for a week. So what do we do when we have writer's block? Power through it. If you can't power through writer's block, you shouldn't be doing this shit. We hear all this fucking bullshit about writer's block. Oh, just go for a walk. Take a break for a week. No! Do not take a fucking break for a week. All you're doing is losing your momentum. Sit there and write some of the worst songs that you've ever written. Just write something. And after a week of that, dude, you'll be fine. And if you're still struggling, you need to always write what feels natural. After this chord, what chord comes next? What do you hear in your head? What feels natural? That's the next chord. I don't care if it's easy and you want to be weird and Radiohead and kooky. I can't write this next line. What rhymes with cock? Flock. The birds be flocking. My cock be cocking. You know, it feels natural. And that's what works. That's what always will work. You just want to always do what feels natural. Don't fucking overthink it. What is the consensus on music theory? Do I need to know it? Do I not? Is it going to hold me back? Is it going to hurt me? Fuck! Theory will hold you back, but you do need it. Don't use music theory for every goddamn chord you write. But if you get stuck or you do want to maybe make some kooky weird shit, music theory is fucking awesome. But don't use it. Don't use it all the time. You're going to make garbage. You're going to make processed garbage that sounds like shit. Always play what feels natural first. I'm fucking moving tonight like I'm in a 90s boy band or something like that. Beep, bitch, beep, ho. Less is more. Everyone knows this, but no one puts it into practice. So let me show you something. Look at this bullshit. I wrote this like 3 years ago, okay? And I couldn't work it out. So what did I do? I kept adding fucking layers. Those are all just different instruments. It's not like I'm double tracking any of this shit. This is a demo. It might sound good now, but that's because I tweaked it for like 6 fucking months. Point is, you don't need all that shit. Let me show you something. I was going through some shit, okay? I was sad. I don't even remember what about, but I was going through it. That is 3 instruments. That's the point. That is acoustic guitar, bass, and a fucking erhu. And it sounds great. Okay, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I wrote this 3 years ago. I can write better shit now. It's not even that having a bunch of layers sounds bad. It's just you're wasting time. That takes so much time. That first song took like 6 months to get sounding like that. That second song I wrote in 3 hours. Another point that kind of relates to that is limiting your tools. In my digital audio workstation, Logic Pro, stock, I have like 4,000 instruments or something like that. That's too much. How am I ever going to decide which instrument sounds the best? You're not. You're not gonna figure it out. So, limit your tools. Same thing with like any other form of art. Any form of art today is mixed with the technology of today. With the technology of today, we have way too many options, and people don't realize that when you use every option you have, it's way too much information. It's too much information, you're taking the art out of it entirely. Okay, I can throw any effect into this video right now. I can throw so many goddamn effects into this video. Back in the day, you had film. You had fucking film, and you had to paste it together, and if you wanted to add some effect, it was a crazy amount of work. Okay, that was a lightsaber. Imagine if they made a lightsaber now. A lightsaber was cool just because it's a fucking beam of light that just shines a different color. It is nothing crazy, but that makes it cool. That makes it human. If they made a lightsaber today, it'd be shooting the fucking thing out. There'd be lightning bolts coming out of it. It'd be on fucking fire because they can easily do that now. But what would that do? That'd just make it fucking stupid looking. So, limit your tools, limit your creativity. Make a song with the only tools you have. How did the Beatles do it? The Beatles went into the studio and they said, I have a guitar, a bass, a piano, and some drums. Let's make these tools sound as good as they possibly can. And that's where humanity comes from. Making those few tools, those limited tools you have, sound as good as possible, right? This is the reason Marvel movies suck dick. They put too much shit in there. They have too many options, so they use all of them. This is why pop punk bands can put out so much music. They have 3 instruments that they can use. By the way, don't make pop punk. It's dead, and stop. Just stop making pop punk. Jesus Christ. You fucking millennials, I hate you. Our next rule is health and mental clarity. If your body's not healthy, your mind's not healthy, and you need mental clarity to do this. This shit takes so much brain power. Anyone in a creative field knows this. I go to the gym every fucking day, and I do not do it to get ripped. I don't do it to get jacked. I do it so my brain is fucking clear, and I can come in here, I can make a video, I can fucking write a song without even thinking about it. I shouldn't be drinking this right now, because alcohol will ruin you the next day, okay? If you're hungover, guess what? You ain't writing no songs. Consistently coming up with good ideas takes more mental power than anything else that we do. If I had 3 Red Bulls today, guess what? My anxiety is gonna be so high, I'm not gonna write a fucking song. Fuck writing a song, I'm gonna go play City Skylines. I'm scared. I'm scared of the world. With that, I'll leave you guys. Peace.